Hello, hello, hello. I gotta get you in the get you in the holder. Hello. And I gotta pull the what's the word? The kiln shelf over here. Welcome to Fuse Glass Friday. Martin is joining us. We're gonna be doing a double live tonight. Double live. Double live. And I'm gonna be, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be cutting. Put my glasses up because I probably will cut. And I'm gonna put my gloves on because I got to move some things around here. I'm gonna be doing complicated hearts, constructing them, and Morton is gonna be pulling glass. Now the glass, I just looked at it, it's up to temp, and Morton is getting ready. He's jumping on the live now. We're gonna watch for Morton to join us. He's popping his phone in the stand. All good stuff's happening. I'm picking out some of these little bits that will be going into the complicated hearts. People always ask about this thing. Do I use the stuff that's in here? Yes, I do. Watching from Arkansas, great. Okay, there we go. There's Morton. Morton, turn your volume all the way down.
Yeah, it's all the way down here.
Okay. Morton's gonna get set up. I'm gonna read the comments. He's gonna be able to read too, but I'm gonna be reading the comments. I'm great. How are you doing? I'm gonna be building complicated hearts. This is what they look like. And Morton is gonna be pulling Vitrograph. Honey,
Yeah.
are you there?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if you're going to see what I'm doing.
I can't see anything right now, babe.
Yeah, I'm getting the camera set up.
Honey, just come on. There you go. I wouldn't go there. I would. Oh, you're on the table. Okay. Good. And turn your light on so we can see. Go on up and pretend like you're pulling, and I'll tell you. Martin's going to be pulling, and I'm going to be building the hearts. Go ahead and pretend like you're pulling. Yep, we can see ya. Okay, now the plug for the kiln is ready to be pulled. This I know. I'm gonna slide this over and see if I can't make the comments bigger. Cambria got her package. Yay. I'm always happy to hear that. This thing has made it to you. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my shelf over here. And this is a double, you're seeing double the action tonight. That's Morton. I'm gonna commentate till he gets the flow going. Bobby, you'll miss us both. No, don't miss us. We're not going nowhere. We're gonna be right here. Martin's gonna get that plug going. Honey, you got your goggles on?
Yeah.
Okay. He got the goggles on. Yeah, I think this is gonna be fun. If this works, this might be how we do every Friday. This might be how we do every Friday. Yes, definitely double trouble. And I'm not gonna be, honey, all I'm gonna say to you is the pull that you're doing, I basically want it to be branchy. But you, oh my gosh, this
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Like little branches and sticks. Hey, Jess. We're almost getting ready to go here. Once we see Morton flowing, I'm gonna start building the hearts. Right now I'm just picking out my little bits and bobs from out of my grid. Oh my gosh, that one jumped up, flew up, and jumped right into a dish. Little bits and bobs. Are we going, babe? Is it flowing?
The plug's coming out.
Plug's coming out. Just keep that one elbow down, babe, so we can see through. I want you to be able to see in the mirror. I think you can see in the mirror too. Hey, Debbie. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Double glass pulling. Did it happen? I'm anxious. It's happening. It's happening.
I'm not quite sure what you mean by branches and stuff.
Little twists, twigs, whatever. These are not going to be heart-shaped. Snow coming in Virginia. These are that's some of the glass from last week. Or the last pull. I love it. I would totally wear that as a pendant. Look at that.
So you want something like that?
Yeah, oh no, straighter, little straights. And you can hold it up to the camera. I'm watching you on camera. Hey, Bren. Watching Martin.
I don't know what you can see when it comes out of the camera, it's bright red, and then as it changes colour, it's going to the colours that Priscilla's actually got in the kiln, which is browns.
You okay, honey? I have water. Do you need a drink of water?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. All right, this is our shelf that I'm going to be building on. As I'm building these, I'm going to lay these here so you can see. Ooh. Almost dropped that one. And the hearts that I'm making are all different sizes. Babe, every once in a while, maybe show us something. Maybe show us a little something. How's the color?
Is that what you're wanting?
How's the color looking? Hold it more towards the camera, honey.
I don't know where the camera is.
That's the camera, kinda. Yeah. Straights, more straights. Little hearts, whatever you want to do. Pull whatever you want to do. And also, if you want to make twisties, go for twisties. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do a complicated heart. And can everybody see okay? Can you see okay? Can you see Martin okay?
For anybody that's not seen it before, it's molten glass coming out the kiln. And it's like soft toffee at the moment. And I can manipulate it and it's sticking back onto itself. And it's at 1650 degrees. So it's kind of burny.
It is burny. Okay, I have looked through and I have made some little I found some little heart pieces. So this is how our complicated hearts are going. I'm gonna start building here. Love that. That one has a little curly Q. So the first thing I'm gonna do is match up. Oh, that's a good match right there. I'm putting the outside part up first, and I'm gonna build these so I can get the maximum amount on my kiln shelf. These ones can slide around, but I'm starting my build here. I'm gonna just start with, let's start with a couple of them across here. There's a really pretty blue, really pretty blue, but it's super thick, so I want to use a thinner piece on the other side of that. This one. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Let's do a row of hearts. Let's do a row. I want you to be able to see them all. How's it going, honey?
Good.
And you can talk. That's the red side I'll put up on that one. And you want to keep these spaced far enough apart that when these melt, they won't run over into the other one. Morton's doing brown. We're doing don't tell anyone. Oh, he's done a spiral. Honey, those are absolutely not tree branches, but I love you.
They're little branches.
They're little round branches. Martin, you are a hoot. Oh, you can't see this one. I'm going to put a couple of my shapes. I'm going to just put all my shapes up here. I'm going to show you how I do this when you're not watching. Your students enjoyed your book, Spring Fairies. Yay! Awesome. Thank you for that. I'm so happy to hear that. So this piece is a little bit longer and wonky. I think, yeah, that'll work. And our complicated heart mosaic kits, they are they're bigger hearts. So like when you order just a complicated heart, it's probably going to be the smaller one, but like you could wear the bigger one for a necklace too. You got your heart today. Yeah, I was going to say the hearts are changing every batch. Every batch. You'll see the batch I'm doing tonight is going to be different. This is some Vigiraph we pulled a couple of nights ago. And I'm just going to find some more hearts to put together. The red heart. Oh, that's pretty. The red and gray heart together. When I said I want to make the heart shapes, this is why. This is why I wanted to do that. Now we can build these. That one reminds me of Beetlejuice. I watched Beetlejuice last night. I can't really see the comments. The Salt Path, yes. The Salt Path is great. It's a great book. How's it going, honey?
All right.
Can everybody see the pool?
I don't know.
Are you showing us stuff that you're pulling, babe? You show stuff that you're pulling. And I'm going to set these hearts over here. We're going to fill up this tray. Where can I set these that you can? I should have put one on to wear. I'll set them here and show. If somebody wants to watch. Hey, Colette, thank you. You're going to read the book.
How thick are you wanting these?
Honey, like this. Looky. This kind of thing is what I'm looking for.
All right.
This sort of thing. That's what I'm after. And Morton made one of these tonight. Morton asked if I've used this yet. I have not used this yet. We will chop some of that up maybe and put that in our hearts. And the complicated hearts. I love them when they have like that. See that little side on there? Oh, that one's going to be gorgeous. See that? That's going to be so beautiful. And then when this part sticks down here too far, we got to nip that off. I got to move it over here to the side. Oh, see, that's a perfect little, that one's too little for that though. Well, maybe not. I like it sometimes when it's wonky like that. That one's pretty little. We'll find a bigger friend for here. This one. And this one has a little, what's the word? This one has a little kink in there, and I like that. I like that. How's it going, Martin? Are you showing us?
Oh,
we can see I can see in the tub. I can see in the tub.
I still don't know if it's what you're wanting.
How's the color looking?
It's fairly.
Is it brown?
Yeah, it's what do you call it? An amber brown. Looks
Amber
like
brown.
A beer brown.
That's what I want. That is what I want. So these hearts, I'm going to put these hearts just right. Not too close, not too far. And finding a little, oh, that's a pretty little heart. That's a pretty little heart. Yeah, I want more green. I'm going to use more green. And some of the green, look how thick that is. Some of the green is crazy thick. I'm going to actually put that red on that one. That's going to be cool. That is going to be cool.
What is?
This one here, which you can't quite see. Oh, oops. Wait, let me just move this over. Oh, there. You can see it all.
It's quite a neat candy cane. Do you see that?
Let's see. Put it closer. Honey, you're nowhere near the... Oh, there you are. I can't really see the color on here. I can't see the color. When it cools, and it could be my phone. Can you guys see more? Can you see? Anybody able to see? I thought this was going to be a good idea, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Not all my ideas are good ones. Lots of them are not good. Aren't they, honey? I have a lot of
weird. It almost looks like it's blue that's through it.
Yeah, there's a lot of different colors through there. Okay. These spaces that I haven't used on here, I'm going to fill with some of my little circles from things like this. I'm going to chop some of those off. Put some of those there. Right now, I'm just putting all my little hearts together. That's step one. You're going to have to get a second job to support your 1870 habits. That's funny. I was thinking today about when my daughter had her first job at Old Navy, and her paychecks would all just like, they wouldn't, yeah. She was supposed to be saving money for a car. That didn't happen. I think that happens a lot. Let's look for another green. Now these were what I made the other week. This green is gorgeous. But you need to nip that. And then I want to nip this. And sometimes I'll measure it for the right height. Sometimes I just wing it, cut it. This little piece of green, I'm going to stick right there in that heart. It's going to be right there. And these are going to melt and make the edges of our heart nice and neat and tidy. Can you see that? So we have everything inside our complicated hearts. Everything we need is right inside that complicated heart. That's how it goes in real life too. Honey, you can talk away. If anybody has any questions, ask. Happy to answer questions, aren't we, babe?
Yep. So I can't read any of the
Happy
comments.
Friday. If you have any questions for Morton, just ask and I will ask him. I will pass the question on to him. That's a super cool color on this one. That green. I think we're going to fit one more on. Just one more. Morton and I have been doing amazing stuff while we're watching TV. We have been packing up mystery packages. Martin's helping pack them. I missed that. What color is he doing? He's doing like a brown,
Can you see?
amber. Can we see the color? We really can't. If you want to come over here, maybe against the white, just don't touch me with it. I'm scared now. Inviting Martin over here. Bring it over more. Can you see the color? That color is beautiful, by the way. Perfect. 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 Because I'm going to be making...
Yeah, I could brand her with the letter P.
Do not brand me with the letter P. I'm going to be making...
I'll get in trouble for saying that, actually. I shouldn't say things like that.
No, I'm going to be making cherry blossoms. And those are going to be
Flower bulb.
Flower bulb, yeah. Okay, so I have these kind of... Well, this is how they're staying. So I'm going to glue these in place. And I'm going to do that just by putting glue down all around here. So if I bump this, these will kind of stay in place. Want a little bit of glue. The glue burns off in the kiln. It only has to stay there long enough to get us to the kiln. And it burns off. Morton,
Oh.
we should have had music going, but this will be put on our YouTube channel. And thanks everybody who's finding our YouTube channel. We've had a lot of new people coming to it. And YouTube doesn't like us to have music.
Somebody was asking me to join them on Lemonade, and I've done the Lemonade, but I don't know how you, like, the people that had requested, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, is anybody on Lemon8? How are ya? What is this? Morton, did you ever see yourself leaving Scotland before you met me?
No.
Good question. No, I was trying to talk Morton today into going to Scotland.
Yeah, that's when we were talking to the doctor.
You're not going to lose me. You're not as active as you are in here. Truthfully, I don't know anything that's happening with the TikTok news. I don't know. And I know a lot of people keep asking me, what am I going to do if TikTok goes away? And my life is going to be absolutely the same, except instead of just now, this will be happening on YouTube or on our Facebook group. I'll still keep doing this. I've been doing social media long before TikTok happened. Okay, so now in here in the center, I'm going to take and I'm just going to lay some pieces down. And I'm going to go with pieces of purple that we made a couple weeks ago. I'm going to go with these little purple circles and straights. And I'm trying to get I'm going to put that one in there. I'm trying to get a good assortment of colors in here and not have them be the same. I want these all to be different. It's the beauty of a complicated heart. I love making these hearts. I love making these hearts. And sometimes this little bit that kind of mimics the heart, I like to put it like that.
Here's a little snake for you.
Mimicking the heart. Is it cool?
That's cool.
I do not trust you. You have on welder's gloves.
I know what welder gloves on. There's some springy bits.
We'll put a little bit of the new. Pushing for Web 3. I don't know what that is. We'll put a little bit of this in here. We're gonna do a kit of the cherry blossoms. And I want to use that in there. These little purpley bits. One in here. I like, that's a little purple circle. I'll put that like there. That's gonna look super cool. Little purpley bit. And I know some people have been asking for specific colors on the hearts. Hey Rich, I can't, I try to, but I can't promise that I'll get it just right. I will try. I will do my best. Oh my darndest, that one's too big for there, and I don't want to cut it down. Let's go here. And I like to put them different ways, different shapes, different thicknesses. And that's the joy of a complicated heart. That is the joy of a complicated heart. A pinch of this, a dab of that. Look at the little V. It's gonna go right there. Oh, that's gonna look super cool.
Sorry if people have seen my elbow.
I'm not sold out of the hearts. They're on the website. Get one.
Anybody that's watching, you've got about a minute or so to manipulate the hot glass to try and make shapes. She said she wants branches, so I'm not quite sure what shapes to make them.
Any way you do it, that's the way I like it. Any way you do it. We can't have music, Martin, so I'm gonna sing songs to your answers. That's too much there. No. No, 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 no. Okay, let's go green. I like to put my little sticky sticks in first, and I like to zigzag them to make them look like cool little things. Ooh. And like I just hook that.
You can see when it's still hot, you can actually pull it as well between the scissors. Try to make some knots and stuff on the branches using this scissors.
Go, Martin, go. Go, go, go. So I'm putting in my green bits. I'm putting in all these little stretchy stringy bits first. I'm putting them in first. Even though that has green on that side, it's getting green on that side too. And sometimes the green is little skinny, skinny, thin, thin, thin. Very wispy. Wispy, wispy, wispy. Wispy, wispy. Yes. That's good. Web3 is
also
like
have like these to play with.
Yeah, truthfully, we're gonna do if TikTok goes away, which I personally don't think it is, but what the heck do I know? I am nobody that knows nothing. We will you'll find us on YouTube, you'll find us on Facebook, you'll find us on Instagram. I have done one live on Instagram. There were like 3 people that watched. Yeah, if you look at the all of our social media is the 1870 Studio, all of it. All of it. It's all the same. This piece is cool. This piece needs to go in one of these. This is like doing a jigsaw puzzle, only you can do anything you want with the pieces. Anything you want with the pieces. Begging me to make a large art piece of these hearts and exhibit it. Maybe. Maybe. You never know. That piece is cool. That piece needs to go there. I'm going to stand that up on its end and it will melt down like a little pyramid. Little wispy green there. I'm going to put another little wispy green on that one. Some of them are more or less of one color. Green, 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 green. We need green on that one. I love all the colors though. I really, really do. Okay, let's go with some blues. Blue. The blue looks so cool in these little wispy blues now. And who knew all those years playing Operation as a child would prepare me for this? That's a big hunk. Kind of want to put that one right here. Yes, 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 yes. That one needed done. Here's another, this one Morton made this one. I love that I see Morton in these creations. I love that. I love that more than anything. Morton.
What?
I love making art with you.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely adore it. These little blue squiggles, oh, they're fun. This is where the fun is. Get that up there. Get over there, yo. Get back there with your little friend. How's it going, babe?
All right.
You're being awful quiet over there, Martin.
Concentrating.
Concentrating. Got an itchy nose. Itchy nose. How's everybody doing? It's Friday night. What you up to? Are we having fun yet? Are you having fun yet?
Kind of like candy floss, ain't the thing?
Candy floss is good. Glass candy floss is good. I love this little. We'll get there. It has to be there. That's gonna fuse down super cool. My object here is to keep this stuff inside the heart. Keep it contained in the heart, right, babe?
If anybody's wondering, everything we've got round about is either concrete, metal, or high temperature mat. And it's a big, thick, like butcher board, the table that we've got the thing sitting on top of a metal table. Because this is 1600 degree molten glass that's coming out of here, if you can see it. When it first comes out, it's completely bright red and glowing, and then it changes to the brown of what the glass is that's inside the pot. There's a terracotta pot inside the kiln, and out the hole that the water would normally drain out of the terracotta pot is where the glass is flowing through a hole in the bottom of the kiln. And apparently vitrograph is Latin for writing in glass.
Yes, sir. This is correct. The joy of working with this glass is something that I really wish that I could share with you. And thank you for everybody with the gifts and all the good stuff, the likings and the tappings and the being here. You are appreciated.
When it first starts to flow out the pot, it flows in a solid stream of glass, because as you can picture, it's just like basically like water flowing out the bottom. But as it gets down to the pot being almost empty, it'll start to form glass straws, because there's not enough glass to flow properly out of the hole. So it's almost like a whirlpool thing that you see in a pond, and as it's flowing down the edges, when it's coming out the hole at the bottom, as you pull it out, it starts to form the glass straws. So you know that you're towards the end of your pull when you start to see the glass making straws and not solid pieces.
This is true. Everything he's telling you is totally true. Everything. These real thin little bits here, I love using them. They fuse so cool. They fuse very, very cool. Here's a little straw. Little straw's going in there.
And the faster that you pull it out, the thinner the rod you get. You can see that's almost like candy floss thin. And if you hold it down straight, you get straight rods. So if I pull a piece straight down and then let it hang, catch it at the top and clip it, the rod, it just let it hold a few seconds till it hardens. I'll have the straight rods that Priscilla can cut pieces from.
Yes,
And
yes,
as you can see, if I pull it slower, I get the thicker rod. The thicker rods is what she makes Murrini out of. And when you've got the glass laid out in special patterns inside the pot, you can make like flower patterns and everything within the Murrini rod. You can actually, can you see that in the camera, Priscilla, the sort of stripes that are down through that at the moment?
I can, yeah.
Is that's, if that's cut into discs,
like this. I'm showing Murrini right here.
Right.
Little bits.
You'll they when they're laid out horizontal, then that makes the different patterns for like doing flowers and things like that in your glass pieces.
Honey, you are so good at explaining that.
And that's where I don't know if it'll do it good, but there's the tubes of glass on it. If I give this a twist, when I bring it down, get a hold of that there. Cut it off. And I don't know if you'll see that on the camera. Is that on the camera?
Yes. The pole with
Yeah.
the twisties on it? Yes.
You can see the candy cane stripes. So if you, that's one that's quite good for like Priscilla making art pieces. Oh, this one's showing really good now that it's cooled down properly. The ones that I did earlier over here is that's one of the candy cane ones I did. Do you see that one, Priscilla? Now it's cooled completely.
Ooh. Look at that. It's so hard on top.
And, this is one I was playing with a flattener on. You see the stripes down through it.
Get it closer to, there you go. Oh yeah, honey, that came out great. Oh, we're gonna have fun with this glass.
This is one that would be chopped for Murrini, and when it's lying flat, it would have segments like an orange in it of the blue and the orangey brown.
Yeah. Love it.
And then, like
Love
the
it.
bulb, we'll have to use the big chopper. That's the end of the. There's, you can sort of see in the bottom there where I cut it off. That's sort of what the Murrini looks like.
Yeah, Murrini is super cool. I love
I'm
the
going to end up
Murrini.
with a big bulb again.
Maybe just try to squish it down. And speaking of Murrini, that's what I'm putting in here now. Little bits of Murrini that will flatten. Can you see all the different Murrini in there? There's a lot of Murrini in that one. There's Murrini in that one. The this is when he was talking about the big bulb. That's a big bulb. Sometimes I look at these and I see things that I want to make. Like there's a little candy cane in gray that I'm gonna use that one right there. And this Murini is yellow on the outside. Can you see it? I got a circle on the inside. And Martin and I are doing a horrible job of just answering questions. I am. Morton has nothing to do with that because he's doing that. I apologize for that. We really need Babe to do this. We need a third person to read the comments. We need somebody to just read the comments out. And then we can answer as we go. That would be ideal. Maybe one of the girls from China will like to do that. Double screens. That's Morton. Oh, my arm. Oh, why am I holding all this weight? That's not smart. I'm going to set it down. Oh my gosh, my wrist. Oh. Repetition. Repetition is not good. These two I've been working on. Well, actually, these three here. So I'm going to put glue on here. This is white glue. This will burn off in the kiln. And I don't know if people, are you enjoying this? Are you enjoying this live? I feel like I'm kind of not giving you my full attention because I'm into this. Sorry, I'm not reading everything like I should be. Okay, you are. Okay. Good. I never want to bore you or have you feel like, what the heck are they doing? Can't see what they're doing, yeah. Okay. Putting Murini in, that's a bit of pink opal. And I'm not, every one you can see, hopefully you can see, every one of these is so different. Everyone is so different. Oh, I'm saving color pops for you. I'm gonna put, because I like the hearts to have some spaces in them. I like them to have some spaces in them. I don't like them to be totally solid. Oh, itchy nose. This lemon yellow is so good. Oh. I have more of that, the lemon yellow. Pop some of that in here. Pop this big orange hunk right up here. That's gonna look super cool when that melts. Another lemon yellow. I gotta hold this in my hand. Gotta have it up here. A little bit of this. A little pinch of that.
I think to make candy around 400 degrees, this is running at like 4 times that.
What's your temp at, babe?
16, but it's slightly over 4 times that because it's 1650.
1650. Popping in the yellow. This one is so cool. This is a Murini. Stripey, and it has a little pattern on the inside. These kind of look like eyeballs when they melt. In a cool way, not in a weird way. In a cool way. And I have some things here that have already melted down that looks so neat put in here. They almost look like little stones going in. Little bits of this stuff going in the center. Then these ones here, I like to take and put the bit of the bright orange. I like to put that on top. The orange and yellow really, 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 really pop these. They really pop them. And I love the color variety. And I'm a far, far, far way away from being done with any of these yet. I've been putting a lot of dragonflies in. Do you hear a voice, honey?
Might be outside.
I just heard a voice. Oh, and I put a TikTok up of something that had been looking in our door. And I took that picture. I was standing outside with Morton, my friend Lori, and her husband. And that was years ago because they're both passed away now. It was a long time ago. And I took a picture of the lights. A lot of people are thinking it's a bear in the picture. Definitely not a bear.
There was nothing there.
There was nothing there. There's no bush, no nothing. And I put the pictures on Facebook. And somebody said, "What the heck is in your picture?" And I was like, I don't know what that is. And when people ask people ask all the time if we have ghosts. And I put it up on the TikTok hoping somebody might be able to say, oh yeah, that's when your camera does this or does that. It was odd. Because we were all standing like right there. This one is going to be so cool. It's going to come out like a little square. Where are we? Oh, no, let's put you right here. Right here. And there. Perfect. Martin, how are you doing?
All right.
Do you need help?
No.
Do you need a break?
No.
Okay. If you do, honey, y'all, just say the word. Say the word. These are these little twisties. Morton is a pro at making these little twisties. I love putting the little twisties in the hearts.
What are you talking about?
Those little twisties right before, or right when it turns to straw. Morton makes little twisties that are extraordinarily pretty. They look beautiful melted. There's a little wavy. Put that down there. A little candy cane looking guy. Put that one there. And the point is filling these up. Filling these up with beautiful colors, beautiful little pops. Lots of variations. Lots of variations. Oh, I'm getting ready to make honey, you don't know about this. I'm gonna make gigantic gigantic cherries for in our cherry window. That's the words. It's gonna be super cool. Coming up. But not this Sunday. This Sunday, we are gonna keep working on our mermaid. We gotta get that mermaid done. Now, I'm finding little bits and pieces now. Little bright glass. Different little bits of glass to put in and put around. Definitely Murini. Oh, here's a little hunk of iridescent. Here's another little hunk of iridescent. How's the pool looking, babe?
Same as it did the last time I showed you.
How's the pool pooling? How's it feeling?
Yeah, it feels alright. It's no super fast.
It's not super fast?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Do you like this temp better than the higher temp?
Yeah, it's slower. I mean,
More controllable.
If anything, it could, like, it's difficult making, like, sort of thicker roads.
Right, but I don't use the real thick rods.
Yeah, but even, like, trying to make it's easy making the pencil thin, spaghetti type stuff, but anything thicker than that's kind of awkward.
Right.
Because it's just, when you pull it at all, it's just stretching into thin stuff.
Well, you just pull slower, honey.
Yeah, but then you're going to be there till tomorrow trying to do the pool.
This is going to be a 2-hour live, I think I scheduled for. I didn't want to run out of time for the pool. And this process...
You see those kind of thicknesses?
Yeah, that's perfect, honey. That is perfect. Oh, your pup's going to be 18 on May 8th. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's wonderful. The ones that I'm feeling like they're a little bit fuller now, I'm going to take and put some glue on there in a minute. Putting some more little doodads in here. A little orange over here. A little orange pop. Pop. Pop, pop, pop. Can you see how the orange just makes the colors pop? Orange is a super cool color. It's definitely complementary to these. I like these little skinny ones here. Oh, that is gonna look so cool. I gotta turn it though. I'm afraid it'll slide as it melts. I'm gonna hook it in so it will be impossible for that to happen. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Orange. And when you hook it in underneath another one, then it melts and it kind of reminds me of a Celtic knot when that happens. I love it when that happens. That orange is super cool. That looks like a little tiger lily. Another little orange. Another little orange. Orange, 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 orange. Need more orange. Here's another one of these little yellow candy canes. They're super pretty. Another one. Now, I'm not putting dragonflies in these ones. I'm gonna put some little specialty Merinis in them. But I do want all of these to be really different. All to be real different. Little red candy cane. How's it going, honey?
All right.
Do you want to talk? You want to tell us what you're doing in case people are watching for the first time?
Pulling Vitrograph from a kiln it's like a combination kiln that can be switched out from being Vitrograph to lamp work to standard kiln for a fused glass or ceramics, and at the moment it's set up for Vitrograph. The bottom shelf that you can see here, there's a stainless steel shelf that it sits on. The bottom kiln shelf here has a hole in it about 3 inch in diameter, and then above that you set a terracotta pot that's filled with glass that is heated up to 650 degrees, and at that point you can see the glass coming out as molten glass. It's red. You can see it cooling on the camera. It'll turn dark on the camera, and it's a Vitrograph apparently means writing in glass in Latin, and it's to make shapes and out of glass to use in fused glass patterns that are more organic and curved than you can achieve trying to cut glass or paint with glass, and it gives 3D effects. It's also used for making Merini. I have pieces here that can be chopped up to make Merini, which are like little discs of glass with patterns inside them, or just little plain coloured glass discs. And again, they're used in the fused glass pieces to create different patterns and shapes.
That's definitely it.
And at the moment I'm making these, this Merini. Priscilla's wanting like odd shapes and sizes to make branches, I think for, I don't know what it's for, obviously trees if it's branches.
Yes. We're getting ready to do some cherry blossom trees.
But when it comes out, you've got maybe 30 seconds to a minute to manipulate the molten glass to get different shapes before it hardens and can't be moved. And then within 5 minutes, it's cool enough to handle.
And Martin brought me some of that over here.
What's that?
I said, you brought me some of that glass over here. We will use some.
And you can do different things with it, like we've got here to create spirals like this. We just use the copper rod, slip it onto the end and then spiral it around that and pull it out, and when it cools you slide it off. You can use that to create circles and shapes within the piece.
I'm using, oh, you're going, no, you're not going there. You go there. You'll be cool there. Okay. I'm going to put in some specialty Merini in these now. But first I'm going to put in some brachio. I'm going to put in some little lovely eyeballs. These are little blue eyes that Martin made. blue eyes. That's a little white dot. There's a big one. Where can you fit? You can fit right down under there. No flip. Good. You okay, babe?
Mm-hmm.
So these ones have already been melted. Like here's a little star. We'll set a little star right in here. A little gold star. Fuse Glass Friday. Honey,
Oh,
we should sing a little song about Friday fusing glass.
on you go.
It's Friday, what you doing? Fancy fusing, it'll be fun on Friday. Fuse Glass Friday. Oh, I have gold star in there. Do I? No, it's a bit of Mirini. You gotta lay these flat though, or it will be wasted. You won't even see that it's a star. There we go. That's the spot. Dang it, get off of my tweezers. Oh, twofer, yeah. You make stars by taking, we have a metal tube that's star shaped. You fill that with one color glass and put it in the center of a pot and then surround it with clear glass. And then you pull it and get your star shaped in the center. There's a couple different ways you can do Mirini in shapes, but that's a super easy one. We have a tube that's a heart. We have a tube that's a star. We should do a pull like that. But I had a lot of colors I was out of. I've needed to restock the colors, and that's what we've been doing. We have really been getting a good restock done. Honey,
Oh,
I want to go out, take a trip out, like a 2-day trip. Maybe in February we do this. Out to Youghiogheny, right?
right.
And then go to Wismich as well, right?
Right.
And take everybody on a tour of the glass companies. I was wanting to do it when we did the road trip, but the road trip just turned into too long and stuff. So I want to do a lot of our little side trips. Like I want to do a Nashville trip. Maybe we'll do a Nashville trip in March. And do some little separate.
I don't know if you can see on the camera there. Can you see that, Priscilla?
Where
That's
are you?
it starting to straw.
Ooh, it's turning into straws. That means the pool's almost over. Nancy had to order another. Thanks, Nancy. The complicated hearts are there. I love them. There's something about them. There's something wonderful about them. They're like, you know, the kind of painting you look at, and every time you look at it, you see something new. That's how the complicated hearts are. I think, anyway. Okay, come on, baby, let's do the twist. These are little peppermint twists. We're going to put some in the hearts. In some of the hearts. The little peppermint twists are fun.
You can see now, can't you?
Yes, it's turning into straws now. Morton's almost done. When Morton's done, he'll jump off of his, and then we'll hang out till I finish. I gotta get these in the kiln, because you have been lovely in buying these, and I don't want to keep anybody waiting. Oh, and we have special priority boxes ordered that we should get tomorrow. We're gonna get the what's the word?
I don't know if you'll see this on camera, Priscilla. Can you see where it's coming out the top?
Mm-hmm.
Watch the straw collapse.
What? We're watching the straw collapse.
You see it?
Yeah. Babe, that's a really pretty one. I love that color. Ani, that's too long. Flat rate shipping. No, it was actually working out to send priority was cheaper if I just get their priority boxes. And almost all of my packages have been going out priority for the same price. And it's still cheaper than the flat rate postage because the price isn't over, I think it's £5 is the cutoff, is your point that it's good to use that. I'm not sure. Any of them that are over $16 to mail, we'll use the flat rate. We will use the flat rate for those. Okay, so we got some peppermints in some of these, not all of them. Oh, that's going to be a cute little peppermint. That's going to be cute. Let's put in some little balls. Yeah, priority is great. We're going to put in some little balls. These are little dots that are already kind of dotted up. And they're just fun to add to these. Oops. That one fell off. Rolling all over the place. I had to cut all my nails today. I broke a nail. When I break one nail, I gotta cut all my nails off. Does anybody else do that? I have nice nails. They grow well, all except my thumbnail. That's because I abuse my thumbnail. It's my working finger. Sounds like straws, babe.
Yeah.
But once one breaks, then it's like bye-bye. They got to go. These just sound and feel like little gumballs. Little glass gumballs going in. And not all of these will stick around. Not all of them will stick around. I'll pick some of them back up off of here. And they'll melt at different levels. They will get cool for us. I'm gonna use my little tweezers.
Try to get a grip on them when it's straws. No.
I saw a really cool kiln for sale. Today it came up on my Facebook Marketplace, and it was like $800 for the kiln, and bigger than I have. And all of these things that went along with it. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to go buy another kiln. And it was in Florida. I have to change my thing to local like every time I search. It's annoying. It probably sold really quick because it was a great deal. It was, I was thinking about getting it and keeping it my daughter's. Maggie would love that. My daughter would not love that. I try to be non-invasive. She does let us keep a dresser of clothing there, which is awesome. I think I got little dots in almost everywhere. Oh, that little pack is cool. And all these little elements that make up these hearts, a lot of them have already been in the kiln. Some of these hearts will have been fired a total of 3 times till all is said and done. Which I love. That's what makes them complicated, see? And now I have to think about, how's it going, babe?
I need to leave it a minute.
Leave it in a minute. Stick your face on the camera and read some comments. Nope, on your camera. Get your face on that camera. Honey, get your face on the camera. Stand in front of it. Flip it. Do whatever
I can't
you gotta
read
do.
comments, can I?
Flip it around for you. You know how to flip it. Babe. Bring it here, I'll flip it for you, you wild man. There you are.
Hi there, everybody.
Here's Morton. Morton, smooch. No, right here. Morton, you don't see my face? Poor Morton.
It's got down low enough that the straws didn't want to form. You got to let it flow down the edge and try and get a grip of it.
Thanks, Suzanne. Anybody ask Morton any question you want to ask him. Ask him anything.
Thanks, Suzanne.
I'm putting special Marini in. These ones have little stars on them. And they're complicated hearts. I have little hearts too. I think I'll put some little hearts on this as well.
Time is left on that.
On what, honey?
48 minutes is that left on it?
Probably, yeah.
Hey, what is a must to see in Scotland? I mean, obviously, if you want to see loads of things in a short time, is you would go to Edinburgh, because there's like Edinburgh Castle, Craigmillar Castle. Within 20 or 30 miles, there's Linlithgow Palace. There's the Tantallon Castle. So many different things. If you're into visiting that kind of stuff, and then around that area, there's like all the pubs and things like that in Edinburgh. I don't know if they still do them, but some of the breweries used to do like a pub crawl thing. That if you visited so many of the pubs, and got a stamp in each of the pub that you visited, and you didn't actually have to drink beer or like wines or that. You could just have a soda. As you got a stamp, and then when you visited all the pubs on the list, it was you got a free T-shirt, and one was like the Erie pub crawl, and there was the Edinburgh pub crawl, the pub trail, and things like that, and it was all like historic pubs that you were visiting.
Go see Greyfriars Bobby.
And Greyfriars Bobby and stuff like that. No, I mean, Edinburgh's not any more expensive than anywhere else in Scotland. You have got tourist places, but if you stay away for like total tourist traps and go to like normal pubs and restaurants, it's not that expensive. Just go where the normal people go. It's not that expensive in comparison. It's not super expensive.
Oh, here's some little bees. I'm going to put some tiny little bees in these.
I wouldn't really say Glasgow's that much cheaper than Edinburgh. They're pretty much of a muchness because Glasgow went like pretty touristy in the last few years with like they had the ferry thing and they've got the Glasgow Art Museum and everything like that. Is they're pretty much a muchness if you're going there as a tourist. Same with like Dundee, Aberdeen, and things like that. They've all got their tourist trades. You just look at the price list on the door. It's funny. It's like you don't go to places like Priscilla insisted one time I went to a place called Little France. It was a motorway restaurant.
Little Chef, honey.
Little Chef, and it was they were charging $8 for a breakfast. You could get $2 somewhere else.
It's just because the year before when I went over before I knew Morton, I went to one and it was really, really good breakfast.
Yeah, it's like everything. It's like if you're a local, you know the cheaper places, but some of the places in the city centre are super expensive, especially if you go to the bigger hotels, and other places are okay.
These ones are having tiny little bees in them, honey. Teeny tiny little bees.
Yeah, a lot of some of the stuff in the supermarket was a bit cheaper, but I don't know really. It's a long time since I've lived there now. But when I first moved here, it was. What is it you're putting on the little bees, Priscilla?
Yes.
I'll have a look and see if I can draw that straws.
Okay.
Yep, I should be able to get one more.
Okay.
And I thought I was going to, but it's just crusty around the edge. So I can't even get a grip on it.
We make tiny little streets too. And I like to take some of these little bits and just pop them in here and there. These little straight pieces. They can look super cool in the complicated hearts. And again, if I can kind of weave it into the other.
I was able to get one started by pushing the piece of glass back up inside.
Excellent.
No, it's not one to do.
Not one.
No, I think it's time just to turn it off.
Okay. And just stick over there, babe, and read the comments then. Oh, you let your camera turned around.
Oh, so it is. I might as well turn mine off and just reading your comments.
No, just stick there and read. Just stick there and read. Answer any questions. I'm almost done with mine.
Put my other glasses on.
You what?
I'll put my other glasses on.
Okay.
My Roy Orbison safety glasses. The woman in the shop ordered the wrong colour when she got me them. And when they turned up, she was, no, I can send them back and get you the different colour. I says, they're for my work. I'm no fussy.
Martin, you're so easy going. You are awesome.
I think I'm needing new glasses. It's really funny. These were an older prescription, and sometimes I put them on and I can see better with them. No, it's no James, actually. It's Morton, I'm called. Never ever been called James, except when people assume what they shouldn't assume. I hate going places when you go into somewhere and, like, especially if it's like you're out somewhere and it's like it should be Mr. Houliston until you're told otherwise. It's like you go into an official place and it's like they just, and especially the ones that take it a stage further, and it's like you go in and they look at your paperwork and it's like, my name's James Morton, and they go in and they wrongly assume that you're called James. So they start calling you that, but then they take it one stage further and think they can get really familiar with you. And it's, all right, Jim. And it's like, I've never been called that in my life. And it's, it's like, it's one you've chosen to call me by my first name when I'm no that friendly with you yet. I don't know. You know what I mean? You're a business thing.
Honey, that's a British thing.
This is a business acquaintanceship, not a friendship. It's like, because that was like, you get that, you go to buy a car or something, and they're getting super friendly, and it's like they're trying to I'm trying to think of a good word that's not a bad word.
Butter
like,
you up.
They're trying to butter you up and do you over, and it's like, all right, Jim, what can I do for you? And it's like, well, you can sell me that car for $2,000 less than you're wanting.
Since we're best friends.
Yeah.
Honey, I think that just happens here more than Britain, I think, is more proper.
Yeah.
You guys drive so much better and more proper and polite, and you're way more polite than we are here. 100%.
So is that your name, Electra? Patrick Michael Joseph. So you'd done something really wrong, and that's what your mother called you. Normally called you Patrick, but when it was Patrick Michael Joseph, that was it. You were getting spanked.
Oh, Morton, you're full of wild beans tonight, babe.
Yeah, that's what's funny as well in Scotland with a lot of names too. A lot of people don't know. Like where I worked, we had, for the name Robert, we had Rab, Robert, Bob, Bert. And it was like anybody looking at a piece of paper, it was Robert, and not one of the guys got called that. Another weird one we had over there was, I had one guy that I worked with, his given name was John, but a common one for a guy that gets called John is Ian, and vice versa.
That's so weird.
And I never understood that one. And same as well, Jock in Scotland is a variation on either John or Ian. Is because Jock is actually a variation on that, same as James.
Wild.
But that was what was crazy with the names over there. It's like James and William, because they're like old kings and stuff like that. At one point in time, I could be at a party, and there was like 6 Jameses in the one room. So it's like over there, that's where things were like less politically correct. There was like Big Bob, Wee Bob, Fat Bob, Skinny Bob. It was crazy.
There's ghosties in the cemetery window.
Oh, you're Patricia Electra, yeah.
It's Jimmy and Erica.
Oh, so it's you that does that. When your son's in trouble, it's all every name that gets used.
You know what my dad would do?
Yep, Electra, yep.
Honey, my dad would go through my sister's names till he got to mine when he was calling me. You never got in trouble when you were little, did you, honey?
Not that much. Keep my head down and keep my mouth shut and let the other people take the blame.
No, you never.
That was what was one of the weirdest things when I started work. It was for a wee while after, we were always like growing up, you were taught that like respect your elders, and it was like Mr. Like say Mr. Brown, Mr. Jones, Mr. Williamson, that kind of thing. And you showed that you're like the older people respect by calling them by their last name. And it took a wee bit when I started work getting used to that. Like the plant manager, it was like he said, it's Bill Morton, and it's like took a little bit getting out of that forced habit of like calling them the Mr. Grant. It was like it's Bill, no Mister. Oh, Halloween decorations up already, Ryan? Yeah, the complicated hearts that she's making. Ryan put up mantle Halloween decorations today, Priscilla. I thought it would have been Easter bunnies at the moment.
Honey,
I mean, if you wanted to make them Halloween, you could hang them by the ears.
Morton, I have Halloween stuff up here around. I
Yeah,
can
little
relate.
kids should be seen and not heard.
Is that what you were told?
Yeah, that's what we were told all the time. Children should be seen and not heard.
Well, times, yes, but not always.
Yeah, that was us. My mum and dad, my mum's brother and sister, my aunt and uncle, they were like sort of 10 years younger than my mum. And she hated it when we were young because they told us to call them by their name only. They said, and my mum hated it when we just called them by their first name because it was like, it would be, it's Aunt Christine. And it's like, they would go, like just what Electra says, "Hod you wished Morag, it's Christine." And it's like, it was really funny because she couldn't understand it. The younger generation didn't want all that, you know.
Oh, I just poured green powder all over the place.
All right, like the table, you mean?
No, well, yeah, all over my kiln paper.
That was one. That was actually a crazy one. Like talking about names, it was people assuming things. One of the craziest ones that ever happened was my mum. Like in the old days, you would get a line of credit and you would go and shop in a big store in Edinburgh, and it was like when we started school, as telling the daughter what New Year was. Oh yeah, the first footing and everything. Looking at USA Kilts Company today in Harrisburg, where Rich was in, is you got this line of credit and you go into the store and the guy came out to the house at the weekend and we never knew as kids what it was. It's like he would come out and he'd be there a wee while, have a cup of coffee and talking and stuff like that. And he came out one time and it's like, said the line of credit, the weekly payment had gone up. My mum says, "What for?" And he says, "Oh, you got," looks at it and he says, "Oh, you got this coat." And it was something like £100. And at the time, it was an absolute fortune's worth. And she says, "I never bought that." And he says, "Well, it's down here that you got this coat." So they went into the store and looked it up. And it was like something like a camel hair coat, they called it or something. It was like £100. And when they went through the records, my mum took one look at it and says, "I never bought that." She says, how can you say that? She says, "Look at the signature." He says, "What?" She says, look at the lines of credit. When have I ever signed my name, Morag Huliston?" It was, her name was actually Sarah. And Morag is Gaelic for Sarah. And that was what she was called all her life. So what made it worse was, this was obviously someone that knew her, that managed to get a hold of one of these lines of credit and took it into the store. And because they didn't know any better, they signed for it as Morag. And if she hadn't been able to like show that to the shop, she was on the hook for like £100 at the time. It was crazy. You can't buy the complicated heart for the kiln, I don't think. Can you?
What do you mean?
So Texas is asking if you can get a complicated heart for the kiln. I don't know if you could do. Could you?
What do you mean?
Look at the question.
Do you mean one that you put together yourself?
I'm assuming that's what you mean. Hi there, Cupcake Love.
A thing that you have to fire? We have a stained glass mosaic kit.
Yep.
Where you get a complicated heart in there and then you mosaic all around it.
Yeah, Electra, that's what it was. They did the co-op and all that, yeah.
But yeah,
Hi, Cat Sass.
Cat Sass is on. Hey, how are you doing? For the kiln. You mean where I just send you components like this? Message me if you're interested. And I can put together some for you. Send me a message. Because I definitely sell components of things that I make.
Yeah, Lewis's in Edinburgh had that, yep. It's amazing how a lot of the stores have gone back to that these days. What's it called? The layaway, they call it over here,
well,
isn't it?
The layaway's not really a thing.
It's not as huge as it was, but they still do it. Hi there, miss. Texas Sunbeam saying yes to whatever you just said there.
Just send me a message. I'll hook you up.
Hi, Kayla.
Great setup. I love it too, Morton. I love this setup.
Yeah, you just missed the glass pool, Kayla.
Show
I
them
was trying to show them what
Bring something back, but don't burn yourself. Morton just did a pool.
This was, oh, forgetting I'm on the wrong camera now. This was one of the twisty ones I did, as it was making straws towards the end. But it was the Vitrograph that I was pulling, and as it starts to make straws, those ones are quite neat. This is quite a thin straw, but you can see through the end there, this is all strawed, and it started off, I was twisting it. You can see it all twisted up, and then it formed the straw, and as I kept pulling, it got a bald straw. So what Priscilla will do is, she'll cut these into like little sections, and she'll fill them up with frit. And what was that piece isn't lying? It was the letter you did like that, wasn't it? The letter I for the word studio, she did like that. Fills it up with frit, and it looks absolutely amazing. And like here's
I'm gonna see if I can make some little
candy cane typed one that I did. Yeah, they look edible, but I can assure you would break your teeth on them.
Forbidden.
And when you're making them, it's a tad burnier than sugar. It's 1650 degrees. Yeah, a lot of them are like ones. That's what I don't know how you like. They look really neat when they come out with like
Honey,
the spiral, but I don't
I'm
know how.
doing some here now. I'm melting some down like rings.
Yeah, but no. What I'm saying is that I don't know how. I don't know how you would temper it to stay in the tube shape, because they're quite brittle like that. What was I doing here? Am I catering? No, that's it's trays of glass. It's a Vitrograph that we were pulling. Ryan's asking if you would ever open it. What Priscilla will do is, if someone like contacts her, she'll make arrangements with you, and you can come. Like if it's something specific, like the Vitrograph, a lady came and selected a Vitrograph.
You mean to come shop?
Yeah, to come shop. She came to the place, but we don't open like 9 till 5.
We don't have any hours. We're always closed.
Yeah, at the moment that glass isn't what they call annealed. It's relatively brittle. Hi there in Liverpool.
Hello, Liverpool.
I'll know make you suffer with my horrible Liverpool accent. It was one of the you might not find it funny, Emily. One of the funniest things was a guy I used to work with. He sang Ferry Across the Mersey. We were all drunk at the time, but he sang Ferry Across the Mersey, and I put on a Liverpool accent. It was good.
Oh, Martin.
I used to love Harry Enfield's Scousers. He was brilliant. All right, calm down then. I'll not do too much. She said do it, they said do it.
Martin.
It's or you've got, what's his name? The bread's got no structure there. It's got not got any holes in it.
That's not how he talks.
It's a bit like how he talks. What's his name again?
Paul Hollywood. I love him. Paul Hollywood is so good. I love when he looks. Him with Noel Fielding is so funny, because Noel Fielding says the funniest things to him. Those two they really play well with each other.
That was like Outlander.
Yeah. Martin, it's like when you take offense to people talking the Mel Gibson accent.
Oh, I love you, lassie.
Always
have, always will. Yeah, British Bacon Show is good. I've got to laugh at Outlander. Everybody thinks I should speak fluent Gaelic.
I think we're done, Martin.
What?
I think we're done.
Right.
Oh no, I have a little bit of room over here.
It's something I probably should have got taught at school, but we never ever did. It's really nice. Welsh is a really big comeback language. Do you speak Gaelic, Kayla? Did they teach you that in the Irish schools? Suzanne says the hearts are beautiful.
Thank you.
Now that was a wee laddie from Tucker that tried teaching Mel Scots.
Oh, gee.
Oh, hand hearts. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are we doing on time, honey?
7:35.
What is it?
7:35.
Perfect.
Oh, that Irish schools still do.
I'm just now
Love the heart,
setting,
says Catherine.
I'm now setting just some Vitrograph that I'm cutting up on here.
Oh, that's brilliant. Kayla went to an all-Irish school where I learned subjects do Irish and everything. That's brilliant.
That's fantastic.
Dr. Susan's wondering how many hearts you've made now. Thanks for all the gifts,
I don't
Brenda.
know how many. I could make hearts till the cows come home. I love making hearts. I love it. I love how everyone has, honey, we should have taken your heart doctor today and a piece of a heart.
Oh, that's great, Electra. You were in Irish school for a year.
We went to see Morton's heart doctor today. We should have taken him a heart.
Aye. Yeah. You would have had to charge him a few $100 for it, for what he's sending me for.
It's true.
Are you tired of them yet? What's that?
No.
Doctor something called? I just missed something. Just sent Maggie to Welsh school. Oh, brilliant. Kelsey just sent my Maggie to Welsh school. So glad it's that's brilliant, because Welsh was like a dying language as well, and it's really come back too. Oh, the doctor's appointment. I'm getting sent for all kinds of tests.
Morton got to go for
Oops.
4 tests. Morton's going to have a busy, not this week coming, next week. He's going to be in 2 different hospitals getting tests, maybe 3.
We don't have it, say YOLO. It's the 1870 studio. You can use the link in the bio to find it, but it's the 1870studio.com. And on that, there's links to all the different things. She also has, there's links to Amazon for books that she's written, and there's links to Printify there's a lot of the paintings that she's done are on Printify on t-shirts and everything like that. I've been getting late, ever since my surgery, I've still got the bronchitis type stuff that I had before my surgery. And I've complained like basically every time I've went to the doctor afterwards, and they really never done now. So they're actually doing something about it now. So I'm going for a stress test, a CAT scan, and an EKG. What?
Do you want to tell them when the doctor started taking you serious today?
Oh, when Priscilla chimed in.
I chimed in because the doctor was being very dismissive to Morton.
Priscilla's in all the other social media platforms. Under the 1870 studio.
The doctor is lovely, but he was being very dismissive to Morton. And then you know what I did? I started acting out the things that Morton was, his symptoms that he was having. Thanks, Colette. Bought another heart. And I said, you know, because he's saying, well, this isn't typical. And I said, it took me almost a month to talk Morton into going to the doctor for his heart attack, and none of his symptoms were typical. He was very, very not typical. I was very nice, wasn't I, Morton?
Yeah.
But I got my yapper going.
Yeah, because that's what he said. He says these symptoms aren't atypical, and
Yes.
that's what you said. Well, his original heart attack symptoms weren't atypical either.
And when I just logically told him the facts, and if you get to run around with your doctor, just stay calm and get your point across. And I didn't want to leave with Morton feeling like they didn't do anything again. So hopefully, and I said, because a big part of it is insurance, and he like they're sending him for a what is the word, honey? The big one that they had to get approved with the
Yeah.
insurance. They're doing a chest MRI on him.
Okay, try that, Electra. It's
And,
a CAT scan they're doing
To
check the lungs and everything.
a chest CAT scan. And I said, the thing that worries me is Morton stresses a lot. So Morton worries about, am I having another heart attack? And I said, even if it just gives him peace of mind. And yeah, I was glad I spoke up.
But it's also like he's pretty confident my breathing issue isn't my heart.
Yes.
But even if it's not my heart,
Yeah, you want to find out what
I need
the
to
heck
find
it
out
is.
what it is, because it's like my mum had COPD, and so is it that? And I need something, because I'm constantly, it feels like it's for here, and it's like constantly coughing and bringing stuff up, and it's worse in the morning. And I've got into a habit, I didn't realise I do it. Priscilla says I do it. I sort of, as I'm coughing, I'm doing that to sort of
He
bring
goes
up
like
whatever's
this on
there.
his chest
And she
really
gets
hard.
worried,
No, it terrifies me when he does that. Terrifies me.
Yeah.
I told you, Morton, you're not leaving me this way.
Yeah, that was the only problem. I gets a text about 5 minutes after we were at the bit, and the woman's like logging me in to go for them, and I gets a text, and it's like, oh, the estimate for this one's going to be $200, and it's like, no, it's not that bad, but it's like, what the? That's why a lot of people don't go to the doctor, is because, well, I mean, that was even in the first instance when I didn't go in. That's what it was as well. I was scared of what it would be. In the first case, when I got diagnosed with the heart attack, I went into the ER thinking I had bronchitis. I was short of breath and I was always coughing up phlegm. And then I would get this really weird one.
Just like he is now.
I would go into this spasm that I felt like I wanted to pull my arms out or something like that. Wanted to pull my arms out my sockets. And I'd be lying on the floor like wanting to pull my arms out my sockets. And I would throw up. And then everything would go back to normal for about 12 hours. And then the same thing would happen again. And yeah, I've got mullein to smoke, as one of our friends gave me mullein. But I don't know if can you make tea just out of the leaves on their own? I'm not sure what to do. I was told to try smoking it, but I don't know if I can just make tea out of the leaves, because I've got the dried mullein leaves. But But yeah, it's like, so I'd went to the urgent care and they treated me for bronchitis, because I said I thought I had bronchitis because I've had it before. And they gave me the steroids and all that, and they weren't working. So Priscilla phoned and he says, well, take him to the ER. And then I was in there, I even had the problem with the gastroenterology, and the heart department were saying, one was saying, we think it's esophageal spasms, because apparently with the thing with my shoulders and throwing up, they thought it was that. And
they're going to the kiln now.
And then the heart department comes along and they says, no, it's his heart, we reckon. So I took
fighting over you, babe.
I took a funny turn, like, because they couldn't get it to show up on the EKG. So they sent me for a CAT scan. So when they gave me the contrast for the CAT scan, I started to take one of the turns where I was like going to throw up. And they fired me on the EKG again. And that's when they decided, yeah, it's definitely his heart. So they kept me in for the what do you call it, what's the one, the CAT scan, when they put the thing in your artery in the wrist
See
and,
if they can put a stent
and
in.
go in through and have a look at your arteries. And
honey, I'm going to the kiln, I'll be right
right,
back. Keep talking.
and they do that. So that's when they went and had a look, and they thought I had 4 blockages that were bad, that I needed surgery, but they actually discovered it was 5 when they did the surgery. So my widowmaker was apparently 99% blocked. So yeah, the heart cath, that's it. So anybody that's got any weird symptoms like that, get yourself off to the doctor, because I actually had 5 major blockages. So, and they told me it was, the word they used was asymptomatic for a guy. And yep. And urgent care was saying it was, like, they agreed with me that it was bronchitis. And it was Priscilla insisted that I went, ironically, it was on Priscilla's 60th birthday. So that was Priscilla's 60th birthday, was a day in the hospital with me getting all the heart stuff done. And you know it's serious when they don't say, go home and come back for the tests tomorrow. Yeah, I'll try the cayenne pepper. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, oh, my brain's going here. The mosaic things, Kathleen, is you get a frame. We send the frame with the glass, the glue, sponges, grout, Q-tips, and spreading sticks and sticks to mix the stuff with, and some paper towel for cleaning up with, and that's brilliant, Electra. I'll try the cayenne. I think we have it in mullein. You're saying, Miranda. I've got some mullein. I'll try that because I've got some mullein leaves. I had been told to smoke it, but yeah. So with the kit, you get all the glass, you get the grout, you get the glue, you get a picture frame, and you get the patterns, and to do the things, and so it's what you do is you take the pieces and glue it to the glass, and then once it's all glued onto the glass, you let it set. Priscilla's got videos on her YouTube and TikTok showing you how to do it. You glue the stuff to the glass, and then leave it 24 hours till the glue's all set, because that holds it in place. And the reason you use the clear glue is because you want the light to shine through the glass because it's transparent. Whereas, because what you can do is you can bed it straight in grout, but then you don't get the light shining through. And so you do that. Then once the glue's set, you grout between all the glass and everything, and then clean it all up and let it set. And the next day you've got like the piece of I'm not sure. I think it's down at one. I'm not sure where it is. I'll get Priscilla to show you the kits and that when she comes back up. But yeah, you get everything in the kit: the glass, the grout, the glue, the sponges, and everything that you need to do it. And somebody says as well what they did too was that they actually used the box that we shipped it in as well. They actually used it, flattened it, and put it on the table, and used it to work on to stop their table getting dirty as well. So like that's another thing that's recommended to do to keep everything clean. Hi there, Anna. Yeah, cayenne pepper is really nice. Yeah, and the link, if anybody's interested, there's the one for doing the cardinal at the moment, and there's one for doing the complicated heart. The complicated heart one's more, it's like you put the heart in the middle, and then you make your own abstract design all round about the heart. And the cardinal one, you do a cardinal sitting in a tree with a blue sky and leaves and things like that. I don't know what she's up to. So where do you get the Milan stuff? I got the leaves given to me by a friend, but I've got a huge amount of them. Did you get them in like GNC or something like that? We've got a lady that stays near us. She goes foraging in the local woods. Amazon or TikTok, thanks. Amazon, yeah. She goes foraging and she gave me the Mulan, and there was one year she brought us that stuff they call chicken of the woods. It's the orange mushroom. And oh man, they were so good. What were they like, Priscilla?
Delicious.
She brought us a big, huge lump of it, and we fried it up in some butter. It was so good. I'll have to try and get some of the Mulan tablets and see what that does.
The kiln is loaded.
It's funny how the older remedies are some of the, like, it's funny, we were joking about Outlander earlier with the accents. That was like one of the ones, I remember that.
Honey.
It was one of the characters had breathing problems on that. And it was something like that. It was something like Mulan growing at the side of one of the lochs. That she got rolled up in a big cigarette for him to smoke to cure his asthma. I don't know if it was asthma or what was wrong with him, but it cured his breathing problems.
I'm going
Like
to
the
the
old
snuggle
herbal
nest. My back
remedies are
hurts.
sometimes the best.
Babe.
Yeah, it's not in season at the moment.
Babe.
What?
Get out here. I gotta get in the snuggle
Yeah, it
nest.
goes wild, like
You
really
won't be able
wild
to hear
over
Martin
here as
now
well.
because my phone's too far away. Honey, they can't hear you. My phone's too far away.
What?
Turn your phone off. Come to the snuggle nest.
Yeah. I don't know how. I don't know how
the snuggle
you.
nest is the best.
Is it you that turns this off for me, or what do you do?
What?
I don't know how you do.
Exit and tell him to
Alright.
turn off studio when you're done. We were in the studio. Ziggy, turn on fairy. Ziggy, turn fairy on. Honey, ask him. You heard him fine? Good. Oh, I gotta get in the snuggle nest. My back is so sore. Oh, I have been stretching my legs, trying to get my back to crack. It works great. I could sleep in the snuggle nest. Yeah, my back, it's back pain. Honey, come lay down in the snuggle nest.
I'm gonna get back up.
You will get back up.
Put your legs down, please.
Get in the snuggle nest. Come on, scooch way back here. You're way down there. Get your head up here. Hey, Martin.
Alright.
What you want to do?
I don't know. Whose pain are they talking about?
My pain in the back. Look at that baby. Martin, look at our baby. I love our baby. There. We're doing something super cool with drapes in our bedroom. Honey.
What?
Friday night, we just pulled all the glass. You pulled all the glass. I made the hearts. What's next? What do we do now?
TV.
Watch
I
a
need to get
movie?
something to eat.
You hungry?
I could do a snack. I need a coffee.
You need a coffee? Fairy turns on a lot of lights, not all of them. Go get your coffee then.
Yeah, if I'm lying here, I can't drink coffee. Can I?
That's
Just
true.
spilling the oil myself.
You would.
Uh,
Have you made bread? You bought a
no,
starter
I
kit.
made bread last week for. Was it the week before for Jen and Rich?
Martin still has some
I've
bread.
got mountains of starter in the fridge. It's like
Oh, do you still have your cold cuts left?
I've got a wee drop left.
Just have cold cuts. 32,000 likes. Woo, woo, woo,
Was it
woo.
a dried out starter you bought or a liquid starter?
Melissa needs to start a
I've got,
starter.
if you've not done it before, Melissa, I've got videos on my page of a starter from scratch right
It's a
through to
dry
first
starter.
bake. They're
Dry.
so easy. If the dry starter
Hey,
doesn't come back to
Victoria.
life properly, Bandit, you can grow them so easy. It's unbelievable.
Yes.
It's basically, it's basically flour and water, which is what you'll be doing with this dry starter that you've bought.
Honey, how comfy is this
Was that
snuggle
Maine it
nest?
said?
Maine, yes. Here, hold that up for you. I want to get positioned better.
Yeah, they might be a wee bit further back, but I've got videos of like growing the starter right through to first bake. But yeah, starters are so easy. You just take start really small, like an ounce of flour and an ounce of water, because after about the third or fourth day, you have to start doing discard, or you're going to end up having to get a 5-gallon bucket by the end of it. Start making discard stuff, because it doubles every day once it starts to react. Is because it's like the Sorcerer's Apprentice with Disney, how the brooms just keep
grows.
doubling. Is because each time you feed it, you're adding an ounce of. Well, in fact, it's worse than that. It's like you start off with an ounce, and you like an ounce of water and an ounce of flour, and then you add 2 ounces of water and 2 ounces of flour, so you've ended up with 4. So then you're doing add 4 and 4, so you end up with like this 8 kind of thing, So it's crazy.
Do you want to watch? What? Do you want to watch a movie on the big screen?
If you want. No, I always use it to make pancakes and stuff, and I always keep my starters in the fridge. Once I've got
Thank you.
Once I get once my starters were established, I always keep them in the fridge, and I only feed them when I need them, so I'm not having to throw stuff away. But anytime if I end up that I'm going to have too much, I just make like pancakes or.
Lift up a little bit. Lift up a little bit more.
Or
a little bit more. I'll put that under your shoulders.
Pancakes, waffles, muffins, you name it. You can make loads of different stuff for this. There's lots of recipes online for the starters.
I can't lay that way. My knee. Oh, my knee.
Because I don't know why they call it discard, because let's face it, never in a month of Sundays would your granny have thrown away discard. And like sourdoughs from like long ago before they started making packet yeast.
This is our baby hedgehog. Orton, I'm exhausted. Are you tired?
No, really, no.
You're not tired?
Nope.
Here, you snuggle Nessie. And now I'll snuggle Nessie. Debbie, love you too. I wish everybody was here. We could just all snuggle up and watch a movie.
What's that?
Love you.
Love you. Thank you. So what's everybody up to this Friday night? The West Coast, it's no night time yet, is it?
Turn it over here, honey. You can't even see your face.
My arm's no long enough.
Get in there.
And now I can't read.
You have a gorgeous home. Thank you.
Oh, steak and asparagus. That sounds great.
I did decorate every place like I'm a fairy.
What movie are we watching?
I don't know. We watched Beetlejuice.
What was it you were talking about last night? Oh, it was. Oh, you know what one we were watching? Yes. Has anybody watched Fall Guy yet? Our son said it's good.
Honey, I'm gonna go get some water.
Right.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, the mirror. That was the one Priscilla did with fairy lights and globe thingies all around about it. It's one of the old dresser thingies. The Holiday in Nottingham. I think we watched The Holiday, didn't we?
Yes. That's a good
Bad sisters snuggling up on the couch. It's cold and rainy in South Alabama. Oh yeah, stay warm. Yeah, what's the movie there, Emmy?
Martin.
She's got fairy lights all over. I told you we wouldn't get back up.
On, and I can't stand up on this carpet. We gotta move this carpet. Oh, now I'm down here.
Miss is waiting for snow. You can keep the snow. It's an Australian claymation film. It's called Memoirs of a Snail.
Oh.
We've been watching that Australian detective one with Brian Brown and is it Greta Sachi her name is? What's it called again? Darby and Joan.
Yeah.
It's really good. All right, that's great, Electra. Yeah, and there's a recipe on how to make the starter. It's really easy. And the biggest thing to learn is patience, because I've not got any patience, and that was the hardest bit, was having patience to wait it till it gets ready. Yeah, Darby and Joan was really good. I was surprised. We started watching a New Zealand one as well that was really good.
Did we?
Yeah, I remember we watched an episode of it and never went back to it.
What was that?
The detective show.
I don't remember that.
So what was it? Something of a snail.
Okay.
I lost it. Memoir of a Snail. I'll have to remember that. Hi, Jackie. Oh, he's brilliant. I got sent him by a TikTok friend as after I had my heart attack because I had the
Lisa
pill.
sent me that.
Who?
Lisa.
Lisa sent me it. Is because after you have your heart attack, they send you home from hospital with this pillow that because you're stitched up the middle, you have to grip it really tight like that if you go to sneeze or cough. And so they sent me that instead. Joan of England. I don't think we've watched that. What was that one we watched recently, Priscilla? That one about the Henry VIII. The one the My Lady Jane was really funny. I'm missing all comments because they're going that fast. Thanks for all the gifts, everybody. Sorry if I'm missing comments. Everything's going fast.
Honey, you want an orange?
Yeah, please. Yeah, My Lady Jane or something it's called. It's quite if you adult content's what I'll say. Risque. Thanks for all the gifts, Priscilla. Besides YouTube, where can you watch that movie? What movie was that? Man, Priscilla's sending loads of stuff, Priscilla.
Hello, Priscilla.
Sorry, I'm not sure what movie you were meaning. All my stuff's on TikTok for the starters and that, if that's what you mean. I'm sorry, what did you say my daughter called? I'm not sure what you mean, Jackie. I've got comments going weird, crazy, and I'm finding it difficult reading stuff. Yes, all right, sorry, if TikTok... Priscilla's on all the other social media platforms. So if it goes away, she's on like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all the other ones like that. So if you don't follow her on Facebook or Instagram or the YouTube, if you go there, you could join her and follow her on all those other ones. And before TikTok goes away, if anybody that's no following follows, we're hoping to get to 200,000 followers, and that if we get to 200,000 followers, there's going to be a draw for all our followers for 3 mermaids that she's going to be gifting to people, to for 3 lucky winners. Man, Priscilla's going crazy with the gifts, Priscilla. Yeah, so we're not sure what's happening. I know there was something going on today with TikTok and the court or something, but I don't know any. I've not seen any of the news. I don't know what the outcome of it was. Oh,
I'm just having cottage cheese and jello for dinner.
right.
Honey,
What?
do you want to get yourself a plate of whatever you
No
want?
idea. I haven't heard either, except it'll go black in 9 days. I don't think it's going to go black for what they're saying. It's got several months. It's something to do with they won't have updates, and there can't be any new. There can't be any new people on it, and they can't do updates. So if your phone goes corrupt, you can't then re-download it and stuff like that. But the thing will still work, but you can't like download it to you can't download anything, any updates or anything. And it's done.
Look at that, Morton. Honey. Honey.
Well,
Oops. Fix your plate.
what?
Fix your plate. Priscilla, how are you? Here, give us a hand. Give us a hand. And don't forget your phone. Your phone's behind you. The snuggle nest is super fun, but when you get in, you gotta be ready to be in for a minute. I'm gonna show them what we've been working on at night when we watch TV. This is our little craft studio here at night in the West Altar. Morton has been attaching jewelry, bagging it up with little goodies. These are for our mystery packages. And then I have been filling them up the rest of the way, the mystery packages. And nice to catch you live. We've been sitting here. This is what we've been doing at night, sitting in here. Because I like to sit here and work on something. And we'll eat our dinner here. He's going to have 2 oranges. I'll put his oranges there. I got to peel his oranges for him because his fingernails are messed up. And I'm having an apple and an orange. Cottage cheese. Oh, and an ice cream cone from Priscilla. That sounds really good. I'm having cottage cheese and jello with mine. And then we'll sit here and watch something on telly. And Morton controls the remote because I truthfully don't care what we're watching. But, yeah. Sometimes I'll sit here and do, like, fun projects like needle felting or crocheting. But we've been working on mystery packages because mystery packages, I gotta tell you, the mystery packages and the complicated hearts, they have been selling so well. Priscilla, thank you so much. I'm gonna take my messy hair down now. My hair has been up all day and hurts like heck. Oh, that feels better. I had to cut my bangs this morning. My bangs were down on my face again. But this is, oh, thank you for that. Thanks, Paula Ann. We're in the West Altar. And we sleep over in the East Altar. Over there. And we're getting ready, not this weekend, not tomorrow, but next Saturday. We're going to be in Hartford, Connecticut. We're going to be seeing a play in Hartford, Connecticut, spending the night there. And then when we come home, our son and Erica will have collected from the train station our 2 ladies from China that are going to be here for a month. And when they're here, I like people when they're here, I like them to feel like they're family. I like them to feel very much at home. And so I don't know how we're going to work our little TV area. We'll watch a lot more movies when they're here. But Morton and I like to sit in here and watch the TV in here because I have a light by my chair that I can adjust and keep working on projects. I like to keep busy. Do you do that when you watch TV? Do you keep your hands busy? So Morton's fixing his plate. We eat weird now. We definitely eat weird now. We don't eat like proper meals like we used to. Oh, that feels good. You're gonna start calling your rooms church names like yours. Yeah, West Altar, Bell Tower. As somebody earlier was saying, they were putting their Halloween stuff out. Morton was acting like that was a weird thing. I got my Halloween stuff out year round. Year round. You love making paper roses. Oh, for this. So many. You're always knitting or latching while watching TV. Yeah. I have always just done stuff while I've watched TV. It's rare when I just sit and watch TV. When I sit and watch TV, I just fall asleep because I get too bored. Unless it's super engaging. But it works out great because then when we go to bed, I say to Morton, tell me the ending of that. Because I will say to Morton, tell me a story. He won't tell me a story. I love a bedtime story. The pumpkin behind, that glass pumpkin I made, that's a blown glass pumpkin up there by those two hedgehogies. But Morton won't tell me a story, so I get him to tell me the end of the movie. That's good enough. I can fall asleep then. It works great. That light's bright. That's better. Oh, and I always forget this recliner rocker chair that I got. It has heat in it. So I put the heat on, and that has been really helping my back. But I've been doing a lot of repetitious stuff lately, between cutting mosaics and I start, this is terrible, but I start like now getting my tax stuff ready. I do my own taxes and it's terrible. Oh, Suzanne, the heat feels so good. It has a massage factor to it, but the massage factor is not that great. It's not a really good massager. It kind of just like bzzz. My daughter has one of those proper zero gravity massage chairs that like grabs every part of you. That's a massage chair. I told her whenever she upgrades, I'll take that one. Yeah, definitely. Paula Ann is right. Nancy posts them in the Facebook group. And thank you, everybody who has been putting your cardinals in the Facebook group. I'm loving them. I love them so much. And I love that you're having lots of extra glass left over. I love it. The next, after the complicated hearts, I think I'm still gonna have enough glass left to do one or two more mosaic kits, but that will be it. So if you want a mosaic kit, you gotta get in on it. Paula Ann, you can't. Have you seen everybody's? Everybody's is so beautiful. There's several of them in there and they look gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. You can't mess it up. And you do diamond art, you will be great at it. Cindy's look great. And Cindy said she has enough glass left to do another one. And that's what I wanted. I want to get you hooked on doing stuff with glass. Glass is so fun. It's very fun. I love seeing it. Has everybody noticed? Morton has been really posting in the Facebook group. I love that. You need more windows, yeah.
Ziggy, turn off low.
Sorry, I didn't find a Bluetooth device in the pool.
We changed Ziggy, and you don't need a kiln to do the mosaics, Kelly.
Ziggy, turn off
You don't need a
low.
kiln.
Okay.
The mosaics is just stained glass and grout, and it's super fun. And I know, Suzanne, yes. And then, but if you're gonna look to buy a kiln, buy one used. Expensive. They're really expensive new. You can find used ones. Martin's checking the fire. He loves to check the fire. I was telling him the other day, he's like, it's burned a lot of wood today. I'm like, that's because you keep opening the lid up. You're not supposed to open the lid up. He has came out of his shell, hasn't he, Kathy? I love it. He's blooming. Emma, it's snowing in North Carolina. Oh, I saw it snowed in Atlanta, too. Kelly, thanks. You're so cute. It's nice and toasty in here. I put this sweater on today. It's a light sweater that my daughter gave me, only because it has pockets in it. I needed a pocket for my phone. Oh, Kathy, I'm not coming down. My trip to Florida is canceled. Morton has 4 tests that he has to go to like 3 different hospitals for. So I'm not going to be going to Florida. I'm going to be taking Morton to hospital appointments. And hopefully everything's okay. And he gets peace of mind. 0 degrees and snowing in Northwest PA. Yeah, that's this. What the heck? What were they thinking? Last year it looked scandalous on me. Yeah. Morton said to me, I don't want to ruin your trip, go. And I'm like, I'm not going to go to Epcot and be wonder how Martin's doing in his test. It's a big thing. We stayed in Roanoke Rapids in the worst hotel ever on a road trip. Yep. Oh, we did. It was bizarre. We're going to see what Morton got for his din. Let's see what you got for your dinner. Show us.
A sandwich.
A sandwich? That looks like a Dagwood sandwich. What's on your sandwich, honey?
The rest of that's meat that I got for when Rich and that came.
Nice.
Rich and Jane came.
Nice.
So having it with crisps on top.
Nice. Sometimes this is the best kind of meal. Just this. Feet up, watching some TV, and eating a simple din. Hey, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us on a Friday night. Martin, you ready?
For anybody that's not seen before, chip piece.
Morton puts potato chips on a sandwich.
Crisp piece.
Does anybody else do that? Put potato chips on there? 41,000 likes. Thank you, everybody, for tapping. Oh, Dee Dee says me too. Everybody, have a good evening. Sweet, sweet dreams. Yeah, honey?
Yep, night,
I'm
everybody.
going to say bye. Everybody, we'll see you later. Tomorrow, I'm going to go live because I'm going to be chopping and processing glass. And I will show you the complicated hearts. Have a good night. See you later.